Hello, gentlemen, my brothers of the same generation. I want to ask you something from the heart. Have you ever felt like you were slowly becoming invisible? Not invisible in a figurative sense. I mean, truly, literally invisible. Picture this with me for a moment. You walk into a coffee shop in Florida or Arizona. All around you are young, vibrant people full of energy. Laughter and conversation fill every corner of the room. And no one, absolutely no one, even glances your way. You feel like a ghost in the middle of a crowd. I understand that feeling because I have been there myself. So many of us have started to believe a false story. The story that our best days are already behind us. We worry about the wrinkles we see every morning in the mirror. We look at our gray hair and sigh. We tell ourselves that women only want young guys with six-pack abs. But today, I am going to completely shatter that story. Because I have a secret meant just for you, a secret that most men over 65 have never been told. And I promise you, it has nothing to do with money or muscles. Today, I am going to unlock what I call the psychological code. If you want to know how to become the center of attention again, if you want women to genuinely notice you, then stay with me all the way to the end of this video, because the finale is going to completely change the way you see yourself. Do not forget to hit like and subscribe right now. Let us get started, gentlemen. The first point I want to talk about is what I call the steel spine. Let us talk about your posture. This is something most people overlook, but it is incredibly important. Women notice your posture before they notice your face, before your clothing, before your cologne. Posture is the very first thing they pick up on from across the room. Have you ever wondered why a soldier always carries a certain magnetic appeal? It is not because of the uniform he is wearing. It is because of the way he stands and the way he moves, the way his shoulders are open and his back is perfectly straight. In the psychology of women, an upright posture is a symbol of inner discipline. It says that you are still in command of your own life. It says that you have not given up. It says that you have not surrendered. On the other hand, what does a slumped pair of shoulders say? They shout, I am exhausted. I have given up. Do not let gravity defeat your will. I have a friend named Robert. He is 70 years old. He is not tall, and he is certainly not young anymore. His hair is completely silver, his skin marked by the years. But every time Robert walks into a room, people fall silent. He takes long, steady, confident strides. His head is always held high, his eyes looking straight ahead. Women around him always find a way to start a conversation with him first. Robert's secret is not cosmetic surgery. His secret is simply the way he owns the space around him. Try a small exercise right now. Imagine an invisible string pulling the top of your head upward. Your chin is parallel to the floor, your shoulders are rolled back and relaxed. Your chest is gently lifted and you are breathing slowly and deeply. Just that alone, and you are already a completely different man. Leave a comment saying, I am standing tall if you just corrected your posture. Next, let us talk about an extremely common mistake. This is a trap that so many men over 60 fall into. That mistake is rushing to the gym to try to rebuild the muscle of your 20s. I understand that mindset, I truly do. We look in the mirror and want to see the man we were 30 years ago. But gentlemen, women at this stage of life are not looking for a bodybuilding champion. They do not need a walking advertisement for a fitness center. What they are truly looking for has a name, and that name is vitality. An overly muscular body in your later years actually looks out of place. It signals that you are trying to compensate for insecurity on the inside. And women, they are perceptive, they sense that immediately. What they actually want to see is a functional body. A body that can hike 10 miles with them on a trail. A body that can help carry things without gasping for air. A body that moves with ease, flexibility, and real energy. I call it the energy of a leopard. Unhurried, never rushed, but every movement is deliberate and full of quiet power. When you move like that, the people around you feel it instantly. Focus on flexibility, endurance, and your overall energy. That is genuine magnetism, not a billboard for your workout routine. Do you agree that stamina matters more than muscle size? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Now we come to something that not many people are willing to say out loud. It is the art of the small details. Do you know what women notice first when they look at your hands? Not the size of your hands, not the muscles in your wrists. It is the cleanliness and the neatness of your nails. Many men over 65 completely overlook details like these. They let their eyebrows grow wild like two untamed caterpillars. Nose hair and ear hair poke out without a care in the world. The skin on their hands is dry and cracked like bark left out in the sun. In psychology, this kind of carelessness sends a very clear message. It tells people you have stopped taking care of yourself. And if you cannot take care of yourself, how could you possibly take care of anyone else? This is not about being vain or superficial. This is about self-respect. A well-groomed gentleman always makes a completely different impression. Invest in a good personal grooming kit. Set aside just 5 minutes every morning to tidy up your face. Keep your nails trimmed and moisturize your dry skin every evening. And before you head out, look in the mirror and ask yourself honestly, if I were meeting this man for the first time, would I be impressed? If the answer is no, then you already know what you need to do. Let us continue with something fascinating that very few people pay attention to. It is the code of scent and voice. The sense of smell is the shortest pathway to human emotion. Scientists have confirmed this for a very long time. Scent activates memory and emotion faster than any other sense. But here is where many of you are making a mistake. Stop wearing those heavy, overpowering fragrances from the 1980s. Too much scent makes the people around you feel suffocated. Instead, choose something clean, light, and refined. Sandalwood, a soft citrus, or a hint of ocean breeze. Your cologne should be a whisper, not a shout. It should make people want to lean in closer, not make them want to walk away the moment you enter the room. And then there is your voice. This is critically important. A deep, warm voice has always held a powerful appeal for women. But do you know where the real secret lies? It lies in the way you breathe. Breathe deeply from your diaphragm, not shallow breaths from your chest. When you breathe correctly from your belly, your voice naturally becomes deeper and more steady. It creates a feeling of safety and groundedness when people hear you speak. And when you talk, be intentional about slowing down just a little. Do not speak so fast that it seems like you are afraid of being interrupted. The silence between your sentences is exactly where magnetism is born. A man who knows when to pause always creates a very special kind of pull. Try taking a few deep breaths right now and feel the difference. And now we arrive at the most important point, the one I believe will completely transform the way you approach everything. It is about connection of the soul rather than obsessing over the surface. There is a study from eHarmony, one of the largest dating platforms in the world. That study reveals something very clear and surprising. Older women value the ability to communicate above everything else, above appearance, above finances, above social status. At this stage of life, they do not need someone to show off to their friends. They need a true companion, someone who can sit down and genuinely listen to their story, someone who makes them feel understood after a long and exhausting day. And here is the biggest mistake I see so many men making in conversation. They constantly talk about their own accomplishments and their own wealth. Things like, back when I was running a big company, or I own a large house in such and such a place. Gentlemen, she does not care about your bank account. What she cares about is whether you can understand her feelings, whether you make her feel genuinely valued, whether you are actually looking her in the eyes and listening, or just waiting for your turn to talk. Learn to ask open, sincere questions. Ask something like, what brings you the most joy in life? Then go quiet and truly listen to her answer. Empathy is the most powerful magnet at this stage of life. It is something that youth, with all its sparkle, can never replicate. The calm, the understanding, the depth of perspective that comes from a man who has truly lived. That is the priceless thing you already possess. And now, I am about to reveal the most surprising thing in today's video. Something I guarantee will make many of you say, wait, seriously? You have always worried about your gray hair, have you not? Every morning you look in the mirror, spot another silver strand, and let out a sigh. You see the lines around your eyes and around your mouth and wish you could erase them. Many of you have even dyed your hair or tried facial treatments to tighten up the skin. You have been deliberately hiding the marks that time has left behind. But here is what you need to know. Researchers in Poland have published findings that say the exact opposite. Women over 60 are genuinely attracted to silver hair. They even have a glamorous name for it. They call it the silver fox effect. For them, silver hair is not a sign of old age. It is a symbol of experience, of maturity, of enduring strength. The lines around your eyes when you smile are not something to hide. To them, those are the medals of a man who has truly lived. They are proof that you have laughed deeply, experienced much, and survived even more. Real masculinity is not found in erasing the marks of time. It is found in owning that time with pride. Do not dye your hair. Do not chase after skin-tightening treatments. Let those lines tell the story of a life well lived. That honesty, that confidence is exactly what makes them unable to look away. Surprised, gentlemen? You are actually the treasure that so many women are genuinely searching for. So, we have traveled quite a journey together today. Let me bring it all together with what matters most. Attractiveness at 65 does not come from clinging to youth. It does not come from trying to become someone else. It comes from becoming the highest version of who you already are. First, an upright posture and a confident stride that owns the room. Second, a body that is flexible and genuinely full of vitality. Third, meticulous attention to the smallest daily details. Fourth, a warm, deep voice and a scent that is refined and understated. Fifth, the ability to listen and connect deeply with the person in front of you. And what is the single most important lesson I want you to take home today? Do not try to be a forgettable, washed out 20-year-old. Be the most distinguished 65-year-old gentleman you are capable of becoming. Here is your concrete action for tomorrow morning. Every time you pass a mirror, correct your posture. Sit down for 5 minutes in front of the mirror and tidy up your eyebrows. And when you meet any woman, look her directly in the eyes. Then ask her one sincere question and listen to the answer all the way through. Just those 3 small things, and they will change the way others see you. More importantly, they will change the way you see yourself. Which point in today's video did you find the most difficult to act on? Leave a comment below so we can talk it through together. If you found this useful, give me a big thumbs up. And if you know a brother who needs to hear this, share it with him, because today this video might be exactly what he needs. Do not forget to subscribe so you never miss the next insight. Wishing you confidence, staying power, and the spirit of a true gentleman. See you in the next video, fellas.